Let's all meet up there in Ethiopia, Celestial children, because it's all documented. It's all documented that Ethiopia is a land that shall stretch out her hand unto God. And God has his own language that we should be studying, you know. And I love watching Max Igan because he makes me laugh sometimes. I'm going to put some clips up on here and share them with you. But the one thing I would wish that would change, he uses the term in Lakesh, I'm of it yourself, the end of every show. But how could you do that and be using words like immigrant? We're all one race, you know? But do not fold to the government's pressures. They're liars. They even concerning my separation. People acting like they have sympathy, but really, I see right through them, dread. And yeah, my ambitions in life is to change up all these pop culture lyrics and make them for God, you know? Music is ordained for praise, not for your own selfish gain. And things like TikTok, Facebook, Telegram, government-controlled mechanisms to get you addicted and boosted in your egos. I said it, boosted in your egos. Not paying attention to Emperor Haile Selassie's existence. There's things on the internet, people who choose to be distracted. Choosing their own distractions. Age of information and
continue until we stop it. That's the thing. It's going to continue until we stop it. So, yeah. It's important for people to understand that, you know, you are the resistance. If you're listening to this, you are the resistance. If you're listening to this, you are the resistance. If you're listening to this, you are the resistance. And that resistance is going to take different forms in different countries, depending on where you live, depending on where you're located, depending on what's going on in the local scene in your local area. It's going to be different for everybody. That's why there can be no real ground plan. There can be no real... I mean, people want a template. You know, what's the way out of this? What do we do? Well, it's going to be different in every area. It's going to be different depending on the culture of your country, depending on the mentality of the people around you, depending on local laws, depending on local police, depending on local consciousness. It's going to be different in every country. People have got to be willing to adapt and find a way to adapt. Like I said, you've got to face infinity without flinching, folks. As much as I love people, it's an unfortunate reality that you have to face and you have to admit to be true, because it is. Most people are pretty stupid. They do pretty stupid things, folks. This woman, or man, whatever it is, thinking, oh look, I missed my turn off. What should I do now? Yeah, right, that seemed like the logical thing to do. We just destroy at least 2 people's lives, not to mention whoever had stuff on the truck that overturned. I mean, and then just drive away like nothing's wrong. Oh, nothing to do with me, sorry about that. The people that we're dealing with, folks, people just do really silly things. God knows whether he survived, but hey, it was his choice to do that. So you've got to look at this sort of stuff and think, well, this is the general mentality of who we're trying to reach. So going out there and trying to talk to people and thinking that they're going to wake up, I mean, it's an exercise in futility, folks. A lot of people aren't. When I started doing this, I mean, I had a little bit more faith in humanity way back in the beginning, like in 2008 when I started publicly speaking and publicly doing radio shows and doing what I'm doing now. I mean, I've been out there talking about this stuff for years and years, but to actually try to wake people up and you know, take it to another level. And, you know, public speaking and all that sort of stuff. I didn't start any of that until 2008. And I really had faith in the human race. I really thought that we might be able to reach some of these people.
Ну что, десантники, покажем, кто из нас десант, а?
You know, kind of realised along the way. I mean, like I said, I've reached thousands of people, possibly millions of people, but still, so many people out there just don't get it. So many people are just so caught up in their own mediocrity and trying to rise above that, thinking that it's all about the goals that society gives you. It's all about improving your social status, or,
like Egan said, it's Sodom and Gomorrah on steroids right now.